Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's Andrew and William from Allegory Gallery.
Hello.
Imagine that. How are you all doing today?
Okay. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I had a pretty productive day, I think.
It was raining here.
Yeah, it's been gloomy and rainy. We had no people come in the door other than the postwoman, actually.
Whenever the weather shifts, I get a little bit of a headache. So
His sinuses go crazy. Suzanne is with us. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Donna.
howdy.
Hello, Teresa. Hello, Facebook user. That looks like Marianne out there. Need to re-up StreamYard.com/Facebook and re-up your name preferences or privileges.
Unless it's somebody
Unless
else.
it's somebody else. But
who's
Marianne used the
doing
hey.
HEJ.
Yeah. Hello, Carmen. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Susan. Good to see you all here. Teresa has 6 to 12 inches of snow coming tonight. Yikes.
Oh boy.
I don't think
You're
we have
in
snow.
Connecticut, so
A little higher
I
than
think
us.
you're in Connecticut, right?
Norma. Hello, Norma. So thank you all for joining in. This is a Let's Chat video. If you're new, you know what that means? No. But that means maybe.
I bet they can figure it out.
Right? This is where we just chat with you. We hang out. We take your comments. We can see all of your comments. Marianne says, it is me. Thought it was on YouTube.
You're like incognito.
Right? Hello, Karen. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for joining in. Says it's warm and partly cloudy day in Phoenix. Nice. So on these, we see all of your comments, even if you don't see everybody's comments, because we stream to like 6 different places and you only see the comments where you're at. So if you're watching on our AG Facebook page, you will see the comments from everyone there, but you will not see the YouTube comments. So we try and show you the comments like this as we go along. And
you don't have to hit it so hard.
I didn't think I was just tapping.
I know, but then it makes the thing go bounce.
Well, I'll let you do it. You can do it.
Okay,
You're better at it. Quietly. So
she says she is in Connecticut.
Yeah. So Andrew does the comments much more than I do. I usually just talk about them, but he likes to show them, which is better.
Yeah, it's like where they go and they have that telescope and they look through the telescope and then they say, I see blah, 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 and I see blah, blah, blah. And then, so it's nice. Susan says, oh no, Teresa, my in-laws are in Connecticut, Windsor, and Woodstock. Hope everyone is okay.
That's a lot of snow coming.
Diane's watching. But
wonder if you'll actually get it. Yeah, I know. Boy,
did you all see that
wild.
It's snowing in LA?
No, I didn't even see that.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
They're definitely not prepared for that.
No. Can you imagine driving in LA and then have snow? I've never driven there, but Andrew has told me stories.
No, thank you. So yeah, we were gonna do something else, and then we were gonna do something else, and then neither of those panned out. So we're doing a Let's Chat.
Yeah. Plus, we're still waiting on our shipment.
So if you don't know, when we went to Tucson, I picked up a bunch of stuff for the Desert Discovery boxes. And some of that got commingled with my family's stuff.
Yep. Along with the Tucson Treasure, the TT lots.
Yeah, which is a big holdup.
Yeah.
So that got there, and then we were thinking about going down for William's birthday, but then we decided to stay close to home. So they were going to ship it, but then they went on a trip.
Yeah, they had a trip this weekend. So Greg has promised it's going out today. I did get a shipping notification.
Well, there you go.
I got a tracking number. It hasn't hit the post office yet, but it should hit the post office today or tomorrow, I'm assuming. And we should have it in probably 2 to 3 days. So by the end of this week, we hope. So
we were waiting for that package because we were going to do gemstones all this week. And we were supposed to get it on Saturday, so we would have Sunday to prep and then go through everything. But it's kind of like doing a jigsaw puzzle when you don't have all the pieces.
Yeah.
So once we get that package, we'll be able to knock it out and price things and go through things and sort them.
Because some things Andrew's picked out especially for y'all, knowing you, and some people are new or newer, and we have to do, you know, kind of surprise things in your mystery. I mean, they're all surprises to you, but for us. And so we have to be able to kind of purview everything to choose from
Yeah.
to make sure that we don't put in
Stuff that was meant for somebody else.
Yeah, because if we get this box later and we're like, oh, we just shipped
and
that.
And I know there's stuff.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, is I know there's stuff that we picked out the first day.
Yeah, we apologize for all the delays. We know there's a shipping delay right now. Some of it is beyond our control at the moment, and the rest of it we're working on furiously in the background to get caught up. So that is going on. And in addition, like kind of related to that, something we've never said before, but kind of said, but didn't say. We have a text message list. And that list is mostly for us to send you all notifications. Now you can reply to those messages that we send, and we get a reply, but we do not check those replies very often. That's why
it's on the store phone.
Well, it's in the system, but the reason we don't is because every time we send you a reply or you send us a reply, we pay for it. So it's a little bit of money every time you just, even if you say thank you, or if you start asking more questions, the more replies you send or we send to you, we actually pay for those. So that's why one of the reasons. The other reason is so everything's in the same space. Yeah, that's why up here, the only contact information you really see is the email.
Do the email.
Now, if you do not hear from us back within about 2 to 3 business days, give us at least 2 to 3 business days to get to your email. And because usually what I do is I read an email and then I look for stuff and I try to research it before I get back to you.
Yeah, because otherwise then it's like, oh, hi.
And yeah, because I'll say, okay, I'm looking at this. And then sometimes it feels like it's done because I've replied. I see the reply mark and I'm like, oh, I did that. So I try not to reply until I have some information for you. So send us an email, give us 2 to 3 business days. If you don't hear from us, then you can hit up our text message list or message us on Facebook or some other way, thinking maybe your email's not getting through to us.
Yeah.
But please always try the best
to
email us, because the text message list is great, but it's meant to be a one-way communication mostly. It does allow you to reply. I can't turn that off. We don't want to stop anyone from being able to reach out to us. That's the thing. But it does cost us money. Probably as much as we'll make an ad money on this little video here has been spent today in text messaging already. So
it's just a new technology.
Yeah, and it's not a lot of money, y'all. It's not a lot of money.
But it adds up.
It adds up a lot and quickly, because a text message can only be 160 characters. It's like Twitter. If I write you a long reply, usually it's 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 text messages just to get you an idea of like where your order is or what is going on, when an email is free.
Yeah.
So
do the email.
Do the email. It's all in one spot. Give us some time and we'll get back to you. And if you don't hear from us in 2 to 3 business days, then send us a text or another communication method to say, hey, I haven't heard, just checking, did you get this?
Diane says hello.
Hello, Diane.
Diane's our town neighbor.
The donuts were good.
How do you call that? I guess town.
Neighborhood.
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
I guess neighbor. We're a couple miles.
Yeah.
Norma's watching. Hey, Norma. She said that they have 72 degrees and crazy wind again.
It was windy here, yesterday or the day before?
It's been warm, so all of our flowers, our spring bulbs are...
Today's a little chilly, and it's like 42. It's not bad, but it's rainy and gray.
Marion says, okay, now I'm in the right place.
There you go.
We can see your name. Lorraine's watching. Hey, Lorraine. Hello. Diane says, I tried to change my name on the YouTube and the other day, and it appears it didn't take.
Sometimes Google is funny with that stuff. So make sure you didn't get an extra notification in your email saying, hey, somebody's trying to change your account, because they sometimes check on that stuff.
Like spam.
Yeah.
Or not spam hacker.
It might go to spam, but yeah.
Or
it might just take a few days to process through. When we update our business profile and stuff on Google, sometimes it takes a few days.
Teresa's watching.
Hello.
Hey, Teresa.
Teresa got, I think it's this. Teresa got stuff in some of her art in her. Did you say? I think it was your sister's gallery,
Yeah,
home design gallery.
congratulations.
That's awesome.
In Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah.
Marion says pretty much we'll shut down LA.
Mm.
I've seen people, they're all like taking pictures and the kids are like showing like a snowball because they've probably never had a snowball before.
No.
Some of the kids. Rosie says, hi guys, raining and snowing. Hello from
Rosie.
Buena Park.
Hello. Good to see you.
I don't
here,
know
Rosie.
where Buena Park is.
I don't know if we've seen you much on the lives, Rosie, so thank you for
joining. I've seen her before.
I haven't seen your name pop up much.
In the TGB mostly, I think.
Nice.
Vivian says, just came in. The weather is wild. Did you have weather where you live?
Just rain and cloudy. It was windy yesterday.
Whenever it rains, I get a sinus headache.
Yeah,
so
and I'm even sniffly.
So I'm like this. If you notice, I'm like.
That's a sinus pain.
Which is, I'm doing it for y'all. Susan says it's sunny, about 62, and extremely windy here. Oh boy. Donna says, so did you guys go for a nice walk?
Didn't get to. Rainy today.
No, for your birthday.
Oh, for my birthday. No, we didn't get to go for a walk.
We went to dinner.
Yeah, we had dinner at a friend's restaurant, which was nice. We haven't seen her in like years, really. Because she's been working so hard during the pandemic to keep her restaurant alive. So we saw her. To catch up. It was good to catch up.
And then we were going to do something on Saturday, but then we had a private class.
Yeah, we had a private class that started almost when the store closed. So that took a little bit longer than I thought. Not than I thought, but it took longer. But we were going to go do some things, but then we ended up just getting Chinese, which was
okay.
Pretty awesome too.
I know. Sometimes it's nice not to feel pressured to do a bunch of stuff.
Right. And then yesterday
we had book club.
We had book club in store.
That was fun.
And did y'all see? We have news for all of you out there.
Clem's watching. Hey,
hello, Clem.
Gumnut.
Linda. Hello, Linda. Good morning to you over there in Australia. Thank you for tuning in. I think it's Australia. Yeah.
Is it Australia or New Zealand?
I think it's Australia.
I got confused because y'all were talking about New Zealand at one point.
And I think your shipping address was Australia, if I remember.
Lennis is watching.
Hello, Lennis.
Hey, Lennis. I have a package for you, too.
Lennis is, Lennis is, I saw you were doing you took a Victrola part, is that the word? This big record, you took and used the cabinet? You were repairing the cabinet? Yeah.
And the light, too.
Mm-hmm.
Clem says it's all good. I'm guessing that's about the shipping. Marion says, I'm waiting patiently.
Thank you.
I'm not going to add the last part, though. Because we also feel that as well.
I know.
Teresa says, received my African glass today. Oh, good.
Yeah, we did ship some African glass out.
Harry says, hello, everyone. I received a box from AG today.
See, we are shipping everybody every day.
We're shipping a lot, actually.
Yeah, we are.
So, yeah, we played catch up, but I mean, my theory or my feeling is this is like, if there's a problem, we'll reach out to you. But sometimes it just takes longer for whatever reason.
Yeah, if we have to, if there's something in your order that, we had the wrong inventory number, or usually we'll reach out, or if it's something small, we'll just usually take it off and refund. But if you don't hear from us and it's taking a while, if you watch these lives, we'll tell you if we're backed up. That's one of the easiest ways to know.
I think we're always in some way backed up.
Yeah. Well, we were shipping next day for a long time.
We still are shipping next day for the new packages.
Yeah, if something isn't waiting or so a lot of things are going out.
But it's just the way things are right now.
Yeah.
Bonnie says hello from cold and rainy Minnesota. Did you have a good birthday, William?
I did. I got good things for my birthday, good food for my birthday, good company for my birthday, and
Who?
You.
Oh, thanks. I was like, who did you hang out with?
Well, we did have a class on Friday, my birthday day, and a lot of people came in and we celebrated a little bit. So that's
good.
Fun. Yeah.
I didn't go to that. Norma says, I just got a shipping notice for my Amazonite kit. Oh, good.
They started going out today, everybody.
June says hello. Hi,
Hello, June. Good to see you.
Our celebrity animator.
She does not like when you tell everybody that.
But she's famous. I know somebody who's famous. Right. Is it snowing where you are, June? Because I know you live in California. Michelle also lives in California.
Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
You explained about my order last time. Yes, and I think we're able to get, I hope, I got a notice that your last one may be in stock. So I got to get that order going for you. Just got it today. So
I think also for people who are new, particularly, they'll ask in the comments here, and we try to do our best to.
If I know off the top of my head what's going on, I'll tell you.
But a lot of times we don't know until we look into it. So like William said earlier, it's always best to email. Vanessa's watching.
Hello.
It was Wendy in Dallas. I didn't know you lived in Dallas. Diane's watching from San Francisco.
Hello, Diane.
Howdy. Melissa's watching.
It's windy like across the U.S. here, it looks like.
Yeah. Was it windy here?
Yesterday. It wasn't windy today at all, really.
Michelle says it's been snowing everywhere around me and even a tiny bit here the last couple days.
That's crazy.
I know. It is. Especially because usually that's where people go to get away from the rain
or snow.
Norma says, I'll have to check in with my brother in Orange County. Yeah. I don't know if the lower parts are getting it.
Probably not.
I think it's like in the mountains.
But I don't know where anything in California is, so.
Marianne says 23, but sunny here today. Oh,
that's not bad.
Not negative.
I know.
85 or whatever it usually is.
Or has been.
Susan says the seesaw weather wreaks havoc with my allergies and sinus issues. Yes, that's one of those things where I always think about, oh, maybe it would be good to go move somewhere where their weather never changes, because
it's so boring. But it might be better for you.
Oh, having searing pain in my face every other day is so boring. So I would welcome that boringness, but wouldn't be like, well, we can do kids. I grew up in Florida, so we didn't really have that many seasonal changes. So we had to make our own brown leaves. And so we'd cut them out of tissue paper and stuff.
What did you do to make brown leaves?
You cut them out that you put your hand on and you trace your hand and then you cut it out. Did anybody else do that, or am I crazy? That's a
we
thing.
Made turkeys like that.
We did that as well, but we also made leaves and things like that. We decorated this thing out of construction paper. Harry says we had 50 degrees this morning and 45-mile-per-hour winds. Oh boy,
that's wild.
Brooke says hello from Detroit. Thanks.
Hello, Brooke.
Thank you both for your carefully packaged order. Much appreciated.
That's all Barb.
Yeah,
we'll take the credit too.
Well, somebody showed her how to do it.
Right?
So
yeah, Barb's doing
good
great.
job.
I try.
Me, I'm oh, here's some newspaper. Let's cram it in the box so it doesn't shake. Teresa says, saw the post about book club.
Yes. So, since you brought it up, Teresa, we have announced the dates for the online meetings for the Inspired by Reading book club that we do. Every meeting, you can put this on your calendars now, going to be the last Monday of every month. Most of those will fall one day after our in-store meeting. One of those months, I believe, and I can't remember which one, it's actually the week before, but it's whatever the last Monday is of every month from 7 to 9 p.m., just like our Design Challenge Mix Creative Make-Alongs, 7 to 9 p.m. on Zoom. And if you go, there is one Zoom link for everyone. It's a repeating event. So one Zoom link for all of the dates, and it's linked on the website. So you can always get to that link by clicking right on the website on the groups tab.
I feel as though we'll have to remind people.
Yes, but at least it's there.
So just so you know, it's not easy to find because
No. This is on our website now.
Oh.
It's right at allegorygallery.com. Go to the clubs and groups. Inspired by Reading is at the top, and it'll say, here's the link for the online Zoom meeting.
Because William was like, oh, it's posted at the top of the group. And I'm like...
Featured in the group, within a group event. Yeah.
And
we do that on Facebook.
Where is it?
We do that on Facebook because we were trying to bury that link a little bit for the
you were successful.
For the design challenge group, because we didn't want, the spammers coming in the group when we go live.
Showing their keeper poppers.
Yeah, showing their nether regions. Hopefully that won't happen, but it's now much more easy to find for all of you. So we'll just have to...
We can let people in and out of the Zoom also. Yeah. The host can. So if we see a name we don't recognize, we can be like, stranger danger.
So when you are using Zoom, that's another point I was going to make. If you are using Zoom to join us, please title who you are. Rename yourself. A lot of times we get iPhone, iPad, and that could easily be spammers. So there's an option to rename yourself.
Well, it's up to y'all. If y'all want to see some stranger danger time,
let's not do that, especially when we're going live.
Yeah,
everybody.
If you want to have a new experience,
we don't want to be blocked on Facebook because we turn into a porn channel during our lives.
Don't say that. Linda says yes, Australia. Linda says yes. $12 solid wood craft storage.
Those cabinets are nice.
Yeah, we got a bunch of storage, which in between our live tonight
which is the book club. The book club tonight, everybody. It starts tonight.
What?
That's what we didn't say, right, when you're talking about it. But yes, 7 to 9 p.m. tonight. So we got to finish this live, run up to the cottage where we're going to do our portion.
We might do it here. Because my head hurts. But we have to unload the van. And yes, I kind of feel like I've been not able to do much because there's... Okay, so we got... Scroll back. So we got one of our friends gifted us a bunch of storage containers. So we got that. And then we have a Patreon. And so every month we get a small amount of money from everybody who's involved with that. And we take that money and we put it towards something at the cottage. I kind of think of it as like public radio where they like tell you, you're like, oh, your dollars funded this program. Right. And I like that. So this month your contributions helped us get some display cabinets and some folding tables. Usually we have to borrow the folding tables.
We don't have, we have a number of them, but they're all being used.
They're being used for their weird sizes. Yeah. So like when we did the dry run for Tucson and set up our tables so that we could kind of map out where everything was, we had to borrow tables. We borrowed 2 tables from our neighbor.
Especially so that we could make the tablecloths that our friend Diane helped us with.
And our neighbor is sensational.
Sensational Candles and Gifts. Next door to us in Ligonier down in the store.
Go buy their candles. They smell good.
So yeah, your money helped us get those. So thank you, Patreons.
Yeah, but they're currently in the back of our van right now.
And I got to get pellets tomorrow.
Yeah, and I can't take out, or I can't drive because then it bounces.
They're glass.
So we have to take that out tonight. In between this and our... book club linking, online book club.
And neither of us can lift them on our own.
No, they're too heavy. It won't work. unless we want broken glass in the driveway.
We do not.
I did see this thing where they took this broken glass and from a bottle and then they faceted it like a jewel and it looked amazing. I was like, how did they do that?
We're not going to take our cabinets to make into broken glass jewels.
I know. They'd be like, oh.
Hey, Gilbert's very loving today.
Linda says, oops, that came up twice.
That happened.
Yeah.
Happens.
Lena says, you said backed up, LOL. See? So
She's
when we were
trying.
in ECU,
Oh,
she was talking about how I always talk about poop. But did I bring that up? Did I
no.
put that
Not,
emoji?
oh,
No.
I'm being attacked by
Let's set the record straight, y'all, that it was not me instigating.
Sorry, everybody. Gilbert is attacking my leg.
And now Barnaby.
And now Barnaby is attacking Gilbert, who's attacking my leg.
He said, don't do that to White Daddy.
They are attacking each other. They're in a good mood today.
Barnaby's defending your honor.
I know. It's my little boy.
Teresa says, did you get my email about some check glass I was looking for?
Oh, I may have. I think was it the one with cats? We used to have some of those, but I don't think we have any of them anymore. I'm gonna do one last check through some other places and then get back to you.
I don't know.
I meant to do that today.
I don't do the email, so he forwards me the emails that I need to see.
For him, yeah.
Clem says we've had hail here in Northern California.
Nice.
Oh boy, that's not great. Pam G, am I saying that right? Pam G.
She told me to shorten it to Pam at one point, so we do that. Pam. Says hi from Florida. Hello.
I didn't know you lived in Florida.
Will Jennifer teach more live classes? She was very good. So that's another thing we have to talk about today. Thank you for bringing it up. I have my list of things. So we did a Saturday morning tutorial, the very first one this past Saturday, where Jen, who is our in-store teacher, she teaches most of our in-store classes, and she has agreed to do some tutorials with us. These are free for all of you. They cost nothing. You do not need to purchase from us any of the materials in them.
It's nice if you do.
It's nice if you do. I put links in this upcoming one for Amazon affiliate links, so we get a small commission if you use those, or things from us where you buy directly from us if you'd like to. But we're trying to do these where you might have a lot of this stuff around. We're just trying to grow our YouTube channel. So when you like those videos and share those videos and comment on those videos, that helps us. So the first one was this Saturday. They debuted about 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So I know for some of you maybe on the West Coast, that's really early, but I know some of you get up because some of you were watching. So we wanted to do an early morning Saturday thing to kind of kick off your weekend of creativity. You know, we know that a lot of you aren't retired yet, or even if you are, you have things to do during the week. So sometimes your only moment to create is the weekend. So we wanted to kick off your weekend nice and early. I'm not up at that time, but for all of you who are,
it's pre-scheduled.
It's pre-scheduled.
I was up.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
So we do them as YouTube premieres, and all that means is that they are scheduled for a particular date. There's a cute little countdown that happens at about the 3-minute mark or so that starts counting down to when the video is going to be released. And up until that point, like right now, if you go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/allegorygallery, and you go into our video section, you should see the new one waiting. And you can hit a little button that says notify me. And if you hit that and subscribe to our channel, the YouTube app or your YouTube email, it'll send you an email or let you know that this video is going live in 3 minutes or whatever. So you can make sure that you don't miss it out on those. The first one was a beautiful herringbone design earring using coin check glass. I think it was a 12mm coin check glass bead. And everyone had rave reviews. So thank you all so much for watching. That video was one of the best performing videos in a long time for us, and we really appreciate it. We're glad you like it. We're very thankful to Jen out there from JNT Creations. She has an Etsy store that you can check out. She does a lot of jewelry and like home remedy type stuff. She has a really good like headache oil and some deodorants and hand sanitizer. I think they stopped allowing her to do hand sanitizer. Everyone on Etsy got hand sanitizer canceled, I think. But anyway,
that's another ball of wax.
Yeah. But thank you all for watching. And if you want to see more of these, we're going to try and do one every Saturday morning. We're going to try. We might miss a few here and there, but we're going to do our best. I already edited the next one, and it's on our YouTube channel for you to hit that notify me button. You cannot watch it until Saturday morning. and you cannot fast forward. Like most YouTube videos, you can fast forward and rewind. You can rewind during the actual debut, the premiere time from 8:30 on. You can rewind, but you can't fast forward past where it is. It's kind of like watch it together kind of thing. But after it's done premiering, this next one I think is in the 30-minute range. After like 9 a.m. or whatever, you'll be able to watch it like a normal YouTube video.
It's just because it's that premiere.
Yeah, it's a premiere. It's supposed to be so you can all watch it together and, kind of chat about it as it's happening. Because, once that ends, anybody can watch it at any point. So the chat kind of turns into, you don't know when anyone's watching. Yeah. But if you watch during the premiere, it's kind of fun because you can all chat with each other and talk about what's going on and all that.
I've seen a couple of you make the project.
Yeah, a few of you out there made the project and shared it either on my Triers group, in my William Tries Things, or in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group. So we love seeing those pictures. We hope you'll tag us. And if you're doing it on Facebook where you can share a link, we hope you'll share a link to the video and help us grow our YouTube channel. For my birthday, I wanted to get to 1,200 subscribers on YouTube, and we blew past that. We're like 1,215 or something, I think, right now. And I wanted to get to 2,000 followers on Instagram, and we're at like 2,005, I think.
Okay.
So thank you all for helping us run those numbers up too and get that going. So anyway, the next video coming out this Saturday is going to be using wax linen. It's a tiny macrame knotted wax linen design in the shape of like a fishbone or feather. The wax linen makes it look kind of like a fishbone, but if you use other materials that Jen will show you in the video as well, it turns out like a feather. So I called it fishbone because it's kind of what it looks like. But so you can hit notify me and you can watch that come this Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time is when they debut.
But you don't have to watch. If you're like, I don't want to get up, you don't have to get up.
I was going to try and get up and watch with you all with the first one, and I was like, because I was up till like 5 that day. So
I was up. But I didn't comment, so there you go.
See? What are you doing?
Lurking.
At least watch the ads.
It's all right. Suzanne says, received one of my shipments on Saturday in the 80s here. Oh, good.
80s might be a little bit warm.
Debbie says, I heard that there was a dusting of snow on the Hollywood sign.
That's wild.
June says, not famous, just another spoke in the wheel from a long while ago.
She's modest,
just cold here. No snow here, but all around us. Well, if I worked on those things, I would have been like, and then I did this and this and this.
Yeah, you say that, but you can hardly get your own portfolio together.
Wow.
Oh, wow. You were in books and magazines and
yeah, we were talking about
museum shows and
that generational trauma of always being humble. Melissa says, yes, Trace tanned when we lived in Florida. See, I didn't make that up. That memory is a real memory.
What?
Clem said,
yeah, we're way back.
It's fine.
Aww. Hi.
Barnaby's watching.
Oh,
Clem says, construction paper and glitter make everything better. Well, glitter, I don't know, because sometimes that gets in places you don't want it to. Teresa says, we did leaves with my hands. And then Michelle says, yep, did too. See, I'm not making it up. And then Melissa has face purple crying. I could think that's an emoji, but we don't always get to see emojis.
The emojis you use on YouTube don't come through. So yeah, we literally get what it is like that.
I guess that's handy.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
Julie says, hi. Hey, Julie.
Hello, Julie.
No other Julie today.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet, but we're like halfway through the comments.
Cindy's
some of them
us.
kind
Hello.
of don't make sense. Cindy says hi. Hi, Cindy. Does everyone but me know what the book is? Probably. So we list the books in advance.
Yep.
So
the books are on the website too.
The whole month is already...
The whole year.
That's what, yeah. The whole year was planned out.
Including January of 2024.
And I might ask people for recommendations for 2 or 3 more books, because usually what we do is we make a bookmark. I like to have a bookmark. But sometimes if I don't get timed right of when we print them, then it comes out after the books are done. So I always try to have it so that you're not getting like old books on the bookmark. Because I always think that if people get them and it has old information, they're going to throw them away. And I hate the idea of that. So,
yeah, so if you go to allegorygallery.com and you go to the clubs and groups tab, Inspired by Reading is the very first club you'll come on that page. And the meeting times are now there. The link for the Zoom for the online meetings is there. The graphic is there. And then the whole list of books, including links, which are Amazon affiliate links. We may get a commission if you purchase from those. But the whole list of books there through January 2024 is available for every month.
Yeah. And we've been doing this book club since almost when we started the store.
I think 2012 or 2013.
It was early.
Yeah, started at 2011. I think it was a year or two after.
I think it was that 2012.
2012, I think is your blog. But we also have a group on Facebook. So if you're not in the group, that might be why you don't know what the book is too. It's Inspired by Reading. You can search that on YouTube or on Facebook and join our group. And the list of books is also pinned to the favorites. That's a good place to look for a lot of stuff. We try to keep those up to date. So in any of our groups, across the top of the page is the favorites. And there's like 3 or 4 things usually in those favorites that you can search.
There's even a Pinterest, but that hasn't been updated in years. So don't look at that.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
I probably won't, because it messes up my Pinterest feed. So
we have an Allegory Gallery Pinterest.
I know, but I probably won't do that because nobody but me looks at it. So it's like, anyways. Teresa says, saw your post on Patreon. Happy you were able to purchase some storage and tables.
Thank you.
Thanks. Nancy's watching.
Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Well, see, they're talking about all the people who don't know. Well, now you know.
You know, the website is an amazing tool. So if you can't figure something out that we're doing, a lot of people even ask me for our phone number at the store.
It's the hub.
The website is the hub. I try to update the website, which brings me to the next point I have to talk about.
What is
today.
it?
What is it, William? I made a calendar of events page on the website. So now if you go to our website, across the top in the menu, or if you're on the phone, it's across the top, but it has a little hamburger button to expand the menu. There's a calendar of events, and there's a whole list.
And when he says hamburger bun, it's not like a hamburger button. It's like this.
Those 3 things, they call it a hamburger button.
We're not throwing gang signs.
No, there's 3 lines on the website when you open it in a phone.
Because somebody else said that, and I'm like, what
some
the heck
people call it a
about?
pancake menu, and some people call it a hamburger menu.
I guess
stacked.
It depends if you're into breakfast over
right,
dinner.
Right. So in that, you can go to the calendar of events page, and now everything we do, I'm going to try hard to keep that updated, y'all. All the dates you're looking for the creative make-along, they're there now. You're looking for in-class or in-store classes, the dates are there now. You're looking for the book club meetings, both in-store and online, they're all there now. And they also have links to their pages on the website or wherever the best form of information is for those. So you can go to the calendar of events tab on our website now, and you can find all the stuff.
We used to do that.
We did that on our old website, I think. Oop, it was untyped. But as we moved to the new website, it kind of got...
We've been through 2 websites since
then. So now we have it back, and I'm going to try and keep it updated.
What is it called? A stack?
What?
That you have to add the...
Oh, that was the old website, Stacks.
Well, there's like a plug. Is it plugin for Shopify?
Nope. I just made a text page. So everybody could see it, whether you had the plugins or all that or not.
Okay. Because we've been working on it, but then also during the pandemic, we didn't really have any.
No, there wasn't enough to put anywhere.
There was no events. So Cindy said that she loved the class on
Oh,
Saturday.
good. Thank you.
Teresa also loved the class. Cindy says, I tried it, but as she said, practice is needed.
Yeah, I'm planning, hopefully, maybe sometime this week to do a William Tries, to try making that kind of along with the videos. We'll see.
And Marianne said 6:30 a.m. for her, but she worked last Saturday, so she watched yesterday.
Awesome.
Oh, good. Michelle says, oh, yes, I saw the first video. Great teacher. She showed me what I had been doing wrong.
Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there were like 4 mini tutorials within this one. Like, she showed you how you can make, I think she showed jump rings. She showed ear wires, how you can make your own ear wires. That's very useful. What else? She showed you infinity links and how you can make those. And then she showed you the earrings themselves.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Harry says, I posted a new necklace on
I saw
the
that.
design challenges group using the Asian ceramic beads from the surprise box. That turned out really good.
Yeah, it did. I liked it a lot. I haven't been able to comment on it today. I've been so busy. The other thing I worked on today is our Chamber of Commerce has a new website. I mean, relatively new. And up until now, I haven't messed with like getting the credentials to get in and organize everything behind the scenes, because it's another website I have to learn how to use. So I worked on that today. So on our Chamber of Commerce site, I put in all of our classes, all of our in-store stuff, because people mainly come there to look at in-store. So all of our in-store classes for March, and all of our book club meetings for the whole year. I got that in the calendar. I put some pictures up about us. I put a welcome video up about us and modified, some things in our directory and all that. So that was something that took quite a bit of time to kind of figure out how to do, but now I got to keep that up too. But
add it to the list.
It's another great source of information. If you're coming to Ligonier and you want to know what's happening, the Chamber of Commerce, Ligonier.com, is a great way to find a lot of stuff going on.
It took them a while to get that website.
Yeah.
Janice says, hi, everyone.
Hello, Janice. Sorry, everyone. I have like Barnaby cat hair now all over my face from kissing on him. So.
Oh, good. Melissa says, gorgeous earrings. Jillian says, is it Jillian or Gillian? I would say Jillian.
I would say Jillian.
But
But we could be wrong.
met a Gillian before, and so
it depends where you're from.
She said, did you make all of your subscriber numbers yesterday?
We did. Thank you all.
Which is good. I don't really look at numbers a lot when it comes to that kind of stuff. And so to me, it doesn't really matter, because I've always been of the idea that quality matters over quantity. But it is nice because we can do more stuff if we have more followers and more
especially
viewers.
Like seeing the YouTube go up, because there's a lot of we're planning to put, as you see with these tutorials, these Saturday morning things, this is just the start, and we plan to do a lot more on YouTube if it's going to be beneficial for us. And we think that as we gain subscribers, it could be very beneficial for the business, and for all of you, because you're going to get a lot of content out of it. So the more subscribers we have there, when I see those numbers go up, I'm very happy about that.
Well, it means we can do more stuff. So if you want more stuff, then especially free stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we just can't afford to do things if we can't somehow.
Watch those ads, everybody.
Michelle says, Harry, I love your work. So unique.
It was unique.
Julie says, gonna watch it tonight.
Oh, good. Let us know what you think.
Harry says, thank you. And Teresa said that she saw Harry's necklace and it was fantastic.
There's another Julie.
Another Julie on West Coast watched replay. It was awesome. Oh, great. Good.
So all of you who liked the first one, we hope you'll go hit that notify me right now on YouTube to catch the next one.
Marianne says, everyone has done great making the earrings.
Yeah, they have.
It's nice to see when that works out. It jumped. Apparently, we're really far behind.
Oh, we're there. Teresa's asking, do you carry wax linen? Yes, the link for the wax linen for that next project is in the description. We're trying to put all the materials that you need in the descriptions of those videos. So if you pull down the see more on the description thing, you'll see all the links. Some are Amazon affiliates where we make a commission if you purchase from those, and some are directly from us. So we sell wax linen on the website, and you can get it and get it. We'll try and get it out quickly for the upcoming video.
And for me, so here's my personal way of watching those videos. I like to kind of watch it through, and then I'll go
attempt it.
Working along, I will tell you, if you want a recipe for frustration, is trying to go along with a video as it's happening.
That you've never watched before.
Because then you're like, oh, what's next? And you'll have all these questions, and they haven't really addressed it yet.
And they usually do later.
So sometimes, like, I've done it both ways, and I think it's easier if you just kind of watch the first way through, see if you like it, and then go through, and then you can pause it, and you can rewind, and you can take your time, and you don't feel like you're losing out on, like, the live interaction with people.
Yeah.
Because I noticed, like, some people will be typing with people, and I was like, how are you keeping up?
Yeah,
with
you just gotta watch it.
Yeah, watch it and then go back and
I will say
do it.
We don't have a lot of wax linen in the online store, so if you see something you like, I hope you'll grab it. It does take a good bit of wax linen to do this project, and I don't know if we'll have a lot or enough for especially everybody who wants to watch it.
I have a secret stash.
Oh, we gotta order more wax linen though for the store. No, I need lots of colors because we're out in the store pretty much, and we're almost out. We have some in the online store. Well, he didn't tell me that.
It's a secret.
So we need to cut that wax linen for this video. What are you doing?
If you don't ask me, then you never know.
You never know. He sees us doing a video. He doesn't offer it up.
Well, I have to offer how I know. You have to ask. Otherwise, you don't get. If you don't have the open hand, you don't receive.
The hand is always open.
There you go. Vanessa, I didn't realize it was early Saturday, but was planning to watch. Have to watch in the replay.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do it every Saturday.
Nancy saw Barnaby. And Suzanne saw Barnaby and said hi to Gilbert. They left.
Yeah, they ran out.
Which is kind of good because I haven't taken. This is the other thing is like I don't know if I'm getting a headache from dehydration.
I'm definitely dehydrated.
Or
today.
if it's from my sinuses, or if it's because I slept wrong. And if I take certain things and it's not for that thing, then it does other things. So welcome to my world. It's kind of like, how am I feeling terrible today? And what is the cause?
That's called aging.
That's called life, because I've always had this. Even when we lived in New York, which was a while ago. Brooke says, I have a ton of waxed linen thread that I need to figure out if I can use for jewelry making. It was originally bought to use in leatherwork stitching, so I'm not sure if it's too sticky.
It's probably the same stuff.
If it is, if you also want it to be less sticky, take a piece of like brown paper bag and just run it through a little
like a mini sandpaper,
and it will take some of the wax off. Ding, the more you know,
right?
Michelle says, Brooke, you can do macrame. Vivian says, giggling about the book thing. I'm new to you guys. Oh, good.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah,
we have fun.
Yeah, we don't take ourselves too seriously. At least not in this. Usually,
the business, yes. The lives and the
no,
we have fun.
Then it's boring,
right? Who wants super serious?
I guess we could, if you want to talk about generational trauma. I'm always up for it.
It's called the Andrew Channel.
No. How can we overcome our hurts today? Michelle says use beads with it. Yeah. And Vivian says that she'll visit the website. Yeah, the website's wonderful because it's like where everything.
I try hard to keep it updated. So
it's like this, like June was talking about spokes on the wheel. So each one of the things that we do is a spoke on the wheel. So Star Cottage Studio is a spoke. The physical store is a spoke. The online store is a spoke.
You know where you can
All of
reach
our
them all?
clubs. The
hub.
website.
The
I was
hub.
like, where?
The Will Hub that the spokes come into.
Correct.
Will Hub is the website.
And I
there's
guess
links to almost everything there. There's a whole page just called links on our website. If you've not checked that out, that'll help you find us everywhere. I think every link to everything we currently do is in that page.
one that says, I don't like literary fiction, so there's usually only one book a year I like. I do like to see when people make jewelry or art based on the books. Let me think.
I don't know if I'd call a lot of it literary fiction. It's like fantasy and
no.
Because I consider literary fiction like
we've had some ones that I was like,
they're deep.
And I was like, I gotta take notes. What does the ape represent, y'all? The ape riding the bike.
Get through most of the books, so there you go. Not just being honest.
I do.
Andrew does. My work is hard to listen because I'm a lot of typing, computer organizing, and my work is very hard to listen to one thing and type something else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for me to listen. Andrew can work on his stuff a lot of times and just listen to his books.
I also make time for it. So that's the other thing. It's hard to do that when you're a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra's watching. Hey, Sandra.
Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday. Yeah, some of the books. Let's be honest,
y'all. We took suggestions.
Even when we were picking the books ourselves, sometimes we got like the very first book that we had in the book club was one that William had recommended.
I liked it, y'all, but a lot of people did not. Yeah, we try to we don't always pick books that we've read because then it's a little bit boring sometimes for us, even though I don't read them. But I think this year Andrew tried to pick suggestions from other people who've read them and books he's read.
The last couple of years we've had people we voted on them, so, and we try to pick a good mix. So there's some fun ones in this year. So if you're like, oh, I only like fun books, there's a couple fun books, so don't worry. And like we used to do where we would pick one like a classic and one nonfiction and then the rest magical realism. No.
Mostly.
If it was up to me, we were talking about that book club last night. I was like, if it don't have witches and like a little bit of romance, I'm not interested. But I still read
witchy romance.
Of course.
Witchy romance. He says,
practical magic is like it takes up space in my head rent-free forever. Alice Hoffman basically has an open invitation to whatever she wants from me. So she's,
He's like, just putting that out there if you're watching, Alice.
I know. If you need a place to stay and you want to slum it, well, you can stay on our couch.
We have a guest room now. You can at least have the guest room.
She could stay in the guest room. I'll buy some new pillows for you, Alice. But yeah, so there you go. Debbie says we may sit in on tonight's book club meeting if we haven't read it. Sure.
Yes. I'm going to be there and I haven't read it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as
I don't know if we're going to broadcast it live in the group like we do the design challenge.
You might as well.
Maybe. It's a closed group, so it's a little bit easier that way.
Yeah.
If it lets me.
Sandra says 3 horizontal lines for the hamburger button.
Yep.
So does the pancake one have to have a butter?
A little butter dot?
What do they call that? Pad of butter. Pat.
I think it's pat. Isn't it pat of butter?
Somebody Google that real quick.
Pat of butter?
Marion says, I like pancake for terminology. Brooke says, thank you, Michelle. I will give it a whirl. I have some great colors in my stash. Yeah, a couple of years ago, wax linen was like the thing, y'all. And we ordered like special colors from this company. They ordered the raw Irish linen directly from Ireland and then did custom dyeing. And so we used to go, and I actually would drive out there sometimes and pick it up, so I could see it in person. And I should have probably documented that. Vanessa says, when are the Desert Discovery boxes going out? I cannot wait to see them. So we kind of touched on this earlier.
We addressed it earlier.
So you may have missed that. And basically, there's a big box of stuff that's missing, and we need that big box so that we can complete the orders. So whenever that gets, it'll take probably 2 or
not
3.
Even complete the orders. Like, we have to be able to sort all the orders. So it's not like we've completed some and some people got them. Nobody can get them until we get this box.
And the cats will be very happy when we do.
I will be very happy when we do.
Because our living room floor is like a carpet of bags and boxes
full of gemstones.
And so, and it's safe because we put like sheets down and things like that. But
it's taking up the entire living room floor because we have to spread it out to organize it all.
So we're excited for that to happen. So it will be 2 to 3 days after we get the box, and he said that it should go out today.
Shipping.
So
from us,
that will be 2 to 3 days from whenever they.
So probably by Wednesday of next week.
Yeah. So sorry for the delay.
Yeah. Like, we can't wait to get them out to you all too, because there's some nice stuff, Andrew.
Because then we're just sitting on,
and then we can show you all in the live who didn't get stuff, the other stuff.
Michelle says another thing you can do with the wax linen is kumihimo. Gilbert's doing something. Linda says, so it seems that coronavirus looks very much like it originated in a lab in China. I don't know. I saw a news article about that, but we'll see. Things change. Harry says, my daughter and I have been doing kumihimo. We enjoy it. I like kumihimo. It's something that you can do like a mindless. I mean, I guess it depends if you're building a pattern into it or not. But if you are just kind of, I can do it while I'm watching TV, or listening to a book on tape, and it's very like relaxing for me. So I like it. I also think it makes a really sturdy cord. So that's another thing. Nancy's talking about dinner, spinach and ricotta stuffed croissants for dinner. And Jillian says soft G. And then Michelle says kumihimo is relaxing. Yeah, I like kumihimo.
Sorry, everybody.
Michelle says, love making kumihimo candy canes. So that's good. Lena says, sounds good. Hope it helps. And then breaking into the chocolate chips, Bonnie says. It jumped again. Brooke says, regarding my wax thread, I just remember that I've been seeing somebody run their wax through folded brown paper bag to knock back the stickiness. That may help too. Oh, good. See, it's like we're connected but delayed. Harry says, I did some 12-strand twists. Fun to see how it comes out. That's a lot. William's mom used to be really into it, and she used to do stuff with all these patterns and stuff.
Adding beads and patterns. And
yeah, if you want a good resource for that, Rebecca from Design and Adorns in Tucson, Arizona is really good. She's written a couple books. Diane says, I like YouTube so much more than Facebook.
Yeah, YouTube's great for videos and things, but you can't build a group. They don't have a group thing. So that's why all of our groups are on Facebook. But a lot of our lives, well, most of our lives and all that also end up on YouTube. And the book club is broadcasted on Facebook in the group, but you can take part of it no matter what because it's on Zoom.
Yeah. So
even if you can't get into Facebook, you can still view and join our book club and the creative make-alongs.
Usually we figure out a way so that there's minimal, we know that some people aren't into certain things, so
minimal barriers to participate.
We try to make it as accessible as possible. Teresa says, I always watch first and watch again while I'm making. And Lena says, I keep telling my husband he needs to eat better, quality, not quantity. He's always worried about his weight rather than getting nutrition.
Marianne has trouble listening and typing too. Yeah, I can't do it.
I can't do it either. Because then I start typing when I'm listening. And then
or just zoning out. Like I'll listen to half a book or, and I won't even know.
Yeah, but you do that normally.
Yeah. So, I put stuff on in the background specifically so it drowns out other things. So I'm used to not listening to actually what's going on.
I think it's one of those things where you have to train yourself to be a listener, like with books on tape. Because when I first started with books on tape, I couldn't get into it. And then the more I did it and the more I kind of built up that way of processing information, I picked it up. Mm-hmm. But there was this really wonderful article about how the audiences of Shakespeare's plays originally is much different than the audience nowadays, because a lot of times there were a lot of people who are illiterate, and so they only processed information auditorily. And so there's like jokes that when you say them, unless you're paying attention, you don't get them. And so anyways, fun times. And Marianne says, and some not so fun ones. Yeah, some of the book club books are not always happy stories. Teresa says, love Alice Hoffman. Me too. I'm basically in the fan club. I read mostly witch and magic and Native American mysteries. Oh, good. I downloaded the books you recommended from Luann G. Smith. I read her other ones, The Vine Witch and The Conjurer, and the other one, Illusionist, I think. They were pretty good. Pam says, yes, it's a pat of butter. And Marianne says, pat of butter. Melissa, pat of butter. Gumnut says, pat of butter. Donna says, I never just use one pad of butter. Okay, pat. Vanessa says, I missed that. Sorry, I just thought I joined on today. Can't wait. Yeah, we're excited too. Mm-hmm. No worries about that. Nope. Clem says, you have to add the extra special magic to each of our boxes, right? The best thing in life are worth waiting for us. Yeah, we tried to get them all out as quickly as possible, but sometimes life has hiccups. So here he says, we are having stuffed peppers and spaghetti and garlic bread for supper. Smells great in here.
I bet it does. I love some Italian food smells.
I don't know what we're having for dinner. Basically, whatever.
Is there pizza left over? Drew finished that off today.
There's like one slice of pizza.
That's good. I can eat that in between here in the book club.
One slice of pizza for both of us? How did that go on?
Didn't you already eat today?
I had one slice of pizza. That's not enough to sustain. Remember?
Well, I had 0 slices of pizza.
Healthy nutrition, y'all.
That's definitely not enough to sustain.
Melissa's candy canes and dinner. Y'all are making me hungry. Vanessa says, I want to learn Kumihima. We did a quick tutorial on that. I could probably do another one because it's pretty easy.
Yeah, the basic beginner is easy.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Now, if you're going to do patterns and stuff, I think you should get a book.
But you got to start somewhere.
Melissa says yummy. Vanessa, they sell beginner kits. Yeah. Marianne says I can walk and listen, makes exercise easy. And jumped again.
That's you right there.
Oh. Marianne's having pot roast with carrots, rutabaga, onions, and potatoes for din din.
That would have been one of my favorite meals before we went vegetarian.
I guess we can eat some.
I love a
roasted pot roast tofu.
We got the vegetables. We can make pot roasted vegetables.
Basically, that's just vegetables.
It's a salad. It's
a warm salad.
It's a moist, soft salad.
When you describe it like that, it sounds gross.
Sounds great, right, everybody?
Yeah, moist salad.
Except all salad is pretty much moist.
Yeah, I guess you don't want a dry salad necessarily. Then it's just eating leaves. Mm-hmm. So you talked about Jen's classes, book club that's back in business now.
So if you're local, it's the last Sunday of every month from 6 to 9 p.m. If you're online, it's the last Monday of every month, 7 to 9 p.m.
And if you come to the local one, you can also go to the virtual one. Yes. So don't think you have to do one or the other, because I find that they're always different anyways.
Yeah, you get different opinions and different styles, and plus everyone makes different stuff. The idea is to read one book a month and make something inspired by that book. That's the whole thing. Get your creativity going. So the books are supposed to help you get creative and make things based on things you've thought about in the books. So if you've read the first 2 books, we're going to discuss those tonight. And if you've made anything already, you can show what you've made. If you've not, you might use this session to make stuff about the book. Or maybe you just want to talk about the book. But the idea, the thing that separates our book club a little bit is that we try to make something inspired by the book.
Yeah,
for each book.
The whole point.
Yeah.
At the time when we first started the book club, we were sharing a space with the bookstore. Mm-hmm. And so we were trying to give her extra business.
Yeah. We have a book club and buy books off of her. We tried to make sure she could get them in.
And then also at the same time, there was a big rash of people getting copied in the bead world. And so people were like, well, you can't make up these things. And how do you get inspiration? And there was like a big, huge debate going on at the time. And I said, we can use this as an opportunity to explore other sources of creativity and inspiration. And so that is another reason why we did that. And I see a couple people have said that they made stuff for the first book.
Good.
And they're talking about recipes.
I know, food.
So, and then the other thing that we're going to talk about, and you talk about your birthday. Are we extending the birthday sale?
I don't know. You never answered.
I was busy. So we had a birthday sale going on. It's over now, but William's thinking about extending it a day.
Extend it another day, depending on what y'all want. If y'all got what you need,
then we're not going to.
Then we don't need to do it. And but I haven't heard from a lot of people saying that they missed the sale. But if you did, let us know, and maybe we'll extend it one more day. We'll see. But that was, so Jen's classes with us, virtual tutorials on YouTube. I'm going to try and do every Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to try and debut those. I'm going to be filming the next ones with Jen on Tuesday. I film with her every Tuesday after my other job. Once I drive home from my other job, I go right to the store now and hang out with Jen to film those. So we're going to be doing that. And so those are Saturday mornings. We have the book club meeting tonight. We talked about the times for those. The new calendar of events page on our website. So you can check out when anything's you want to know when it's happening at Allegory Gallery, check the calendar of events page. You want to know how to find us anywhere, we have a links page on our website, so check out those links. I think that's what I had on my list today to make sure we went over with y'all.
What time is it?
It is 6:22, so we have to get ready for the I don't know if we're going. Are we staying here? Or are we going to the cottage?
I think we'll stay
We're
here.
gonna stay here, so I don't have to worry about that.
We have to unload the van.
We do have to unload the van. We'll probably have to do that
Because
after.
we keep saying, "Oh, we'll wake up early and unload the van," and then it's still
early
in
doesn't
there.
happen. So probably after book club tonight, we'll go up and unload the van and get those out so that I can get pellets tomorrow to take to my mom.
Susan said, "Speaking of Prisoner, William, you should watch the opening of the series as it features a classic
1970s, 1970s British Roadster. Cool.
Because he works at a vintage British car parts company.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
On his day off.
My day off from the store.
Correct.
It's my work day there.
So we, what else did we do this weekend? We just kind of worked. There's a lot of prep work.
Oh, we're planning something.
What are we planning? Oh, Kittapalooza. All right. So we were going to do Kittapalooza this week
since we don't have the gemstones yet.
As a backup for the gemstones. And then we're like, we don't have any bags.
Yeah, we ran out of little bags.
So that's been pushed until we get little bags.
Yeah, which should hopefully be, usually it's pretty fast, tomorrow or Wednesday.
So we'll see. So yeah, we're gonna
Kittapalooza 2023 is coming again, y'all.
We might do that in between so that we have time to do the gemstones.
Maybe alternate days or something too. No, he says once I'm in it to win it.
Yeah, because if we break it up like that, then I'll never get anything done. So
Andrew needs a deadline.
I not necessarily, but I think it's good to have like a block, you know.
Suzanne says, I love Kittapalooza.
Oh, good. We're also going to focus on smaller runs of kits. So the last time we did it, I would make sometimes 40 kits.
And we have them still.
And some of them, we still have them.
So there's a lot of kits in the online store, y'all. If I extend that birthday sale, you can get 20% off a lot of kits in the online store. Probably over 100 kits right now.
Teresa says, I love Kittapalooza.
So if you don't know what Kittapalooza is, last year we started Kittapalooza. And Kittapalooza is pretty much an entire week, usually, at least a few days worth, of just tons of kits being released.
And they're not kits like you follow an instruction.
They're inspiration kits.
They're inspiration kits. We called them nibblers first, but that never took off.
They're like we were gonna like they're nibble of creativity, a nibble to get your teeth into, but no one understood.
They were like, I don't want that food related thing.
Yeah,
and then you're like, no, it's not. And then so that never took off. So we just call them inspiration kits.
Yeah, so they're inspiration kits. They're meant to give you some inspiration. They are not meant to complete any particular project. So maybe you don't work with green often, so you buy a green kit to try it out. Or you don't work with gemstone chips, so you buy a kit with chips in it to try it out, to expand your creativity and get out of your, if you have a creative block of any sort.
And I know some people say they don't like kits, but these are some of the kits that we do is like a strand of glass and like a pendant.
Yeah.
So it's not like
you don't have to spend a ton of money on a bunch of stuff you're not going to use.
And it's stuff that's not, sometimes we do surprise kits, but generally speaking, you know what's in it. So it's not like...
So Kittapalooza, it's just like one kit after another, after another, after another for a week.
Yeah, so I like it. I think it's fun.
I think one day we debuted 30 kits in one day.
That was too many. We're not going to do that again. We did over 100 kits.
For the first week we did this.
And we're not going to do that again. So we're going to maybe do half of that. And
5 to 10 kits a day.
And we're going to be happy with that.
Good.
Because when we were doing 30, I think people, they just like, their eyes
glazed over.
And we showed the kits like 3 or 4 different times, and people were like, when did you make that? Is that new? And I was like, no, we did that several times in a row.
Plus, y'all, we all only have so much money to spend
Correct.
at once. So
we try not to overwhelm people too
Mhm.
much, but I think it'll be a good way to start the year because it's kind of, still in this same kind of New Year.
Andrew's still in New Year mode. I'm
New
practically in New
Year,
Year
New
mode.
You.
We're almost in March, but we're New Year's.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, that's still the New Year. It's not another
It's
New
only a
Year.
quarter of the way through the year.
It's February. It's still February. Let's not rush that last day of February.
Okay. All right.
So I think it's still New Year. Like it's still. Do you all feel that way? Like it's still like you still feel fresh.
Just finally writing the right check date on your checks, right?
I kind of feel like my whole plan was to take the last 2 weeks off in February, but that kind of got blown up. So, and what that was so that I could clean the studio and kind of get on the right track, and that didn't happen. So maybe I can fudge into March, but it's kind of March is when things start ramping up in earnest. So we have meetings on meetings and meetings, and I don't know if I can do that or not because that's when things start get going. But
Anyway, we should get going so we have some time in between to prepare and let them all prepare and go potty.
Marianne says it's still new. Yeah, I agree. All right, so we'll see you in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so go
I'll
to the website.
Blow my nose and take some drugs.
Go to the website and you can find the link on the groups page for the Zoom meeting for the Inspired by Reading Book Club meeting coming up at 7 p.m. in just about a half an hour from now. All right.
Sally says William deserves another day of birthday celebration.
See that?
Oh, for the sale. She wants the sale, yo.
But I should still celebrate too another day. I like your thinking,
okay,
Sally.
So he's going to do it. So what is your birthday code?
Birthday sale.
Birthday sale.
Birthday sale.
All one word.
All one word. It's not live yet, y'all. I'll turn it on as soon as we end this broadcast.
Okay. So go to the bathroom and use birthday sale.
And then come back and talk about books with us.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
So apparently there's a controversy about the book for February.
Yeah, we found out about that last night in book club. So we'll talk about that in just about a half an hour.
All right.
Okay.
Gotta go move some furniture.
See everybody.
See ya.
Bye.